love me, Matthew?
I do.
Honestly?
Yes. Secretly, but honestly.
No more secrets.
Welcome to the Manhole. It's your host, DJ Kevy Kev. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about unnecessarily validating women. Unnecessarily validating women. Now look here, man. A lot of y'all boys out there love to pander for women. That's all. I'm starting to see that more and more and more. And if you don't know what pandering is whenever somebody says something favorable towards women, then you agree. Whenever somebody says something that's not favorable towards women, you disagree, and you also come to their rescue. Now, women love this when they're trying to make a point, trying to make a statement, or trying to get something out of whatever it is they're trying to get. Then yeah, they love pandering. But soon as that's over with, guys, you either going in the friend zone, they either gonna see what they can get out of you, or they just gonna get away from you, period. Because it's very unattractive. Very, very unattractive. But some of y'all boys seem to like to do that a whole lot. Now, let's talk about validating. All right, when a woman is young, she gets told she's beautiful all the time, most of the time. Most women do. So that's nothing to them. What they're trying to do is see if you can cross lines, whether it's financial, whether it's doing some retarded shit, or some absurd stuff, or doing more than you would normally do. Women love to see that because it shows them, it gives them a hint that you are into them and you're willing to do whatever for them. So that's validating their worth. Okay, as women get older, then they hit what you call the wall, or they hit the tracks. So once they hit that, then their beauty can no longer get them in places or get them things that it used to get them. Whether it's attention from men, attention from her friends, whatever, it cannot get them what it used to get them. Now, some older women are beautiful, but they can't compete with the younger women or compete with their younger self. So that's when they hit the wall, and then they start wanting more validation. That's when you're beautiful, you still look young, all that comes into play, guys. That's when that type of validation comes into play. Now look, once you validate a woman, or this is what I'm gonna say, women like for you to pursue them. They like to be approached, whether you approach them and they say no or say yeah. They love the fact that a man is going to approach them. When they're young, maybe not so much, but when they get older, they definitely love to be approached. All right, and they love to be pursued. Now, at some point, guys, you have to pull back on the pursuit, because the women starts to become the pursuer. They want to be the pursuer because that fits into their emotions. It goes along with their emotions, and then they're starting to put you into their fantasy. And they want that. They want that emotional adrenalism. That's why they keep chasing. So once you invalidate them with whatever, if you're with a young girl or if you're with an older woman, once you validate them, the pursuit is over because they're validated. And as I've already told you, women are trying to get in your head, to get into your feelings, and to get you into your feelings with them so they can manipulate you. That's the main thing that they're trying to do. Women are always trying to get you into your feelings so they can manipulate your feelings. Now, they won't admit this. They're going to deny it, because once you get into your feelings, now you're on their level. Now you're on their territory. As long as you stay out of your feelings, then they in no man's land. They're in no man's land. But once you validate a woman, even in a marriage, once you get in that marriage and that woman feel comfortable and she's validated by you, man, validation from you can't validate her no more. Anything coming from you is going to be less than what it would come from most anybody else. So if you constantly telling the older woman she beautiful, and you constantly tell her, once she get that validation, cause she only looking for validation from somewhere else. Once you do cross that line with a younger woman, she's only looking for validation from somewhere else, guys. So don't be validating women unnecessarily. The less validation, the better. And I'm gonna say it again. The less validation is better because it keeps her in pursuit. Now, whether you're a guy that's pandering or you're a guy that you're a scumbag, and the end result with women are going to be the same. But it's better to be a scumbag than be a nice guy, because you'll keep the woman longer than you would if you're a nice guy. But ultimately, it's going to come to an end with either one of them, because women want a scumbag and a nice guy wrapped up into one, and she's never going to find it. She's never going to find it. See, guys, women have this mystic ideal, this fantasy that they're going to find this guy that she can submit to, that will protect her, that will provide for her, that will do everything to keep her on this almighty high forever. That's why they sit down and they tell you things that they can't possibly come through with. Their intent is always good. When you're sitting there pillow talking with a woman, you're on the couch with a woman, you're on the phone, and she's telling you all these things she can do, she would stay, she would never leave, God. She really mean that. She really, really, really mean that. But guess what? Guess what, guys? She can't possibly keep up with that, and she cannot possibly come through. So just remember, man, when you validating a woman, then, hey, that's nothing else after the validation. So make sure you validate her as less as possible, and you got to figure out your own way of doing it. I can't sit up here and tell you, or maybe I could sit up here and tell you the way I do it, but you got to make sure you validate her as less as possible, as less as you can get away with, because soon as you give her the ultimate validation. And what I mean by the ultimate validation, guys, is notice a woman will ask questions. She will constantly ask you questions, and then she might ask you 10, 15 questions over a period of a week, 2 weeks. But she's always going to ask you a question that's outlandish, that's just way out there, some shit that you wouldn't normally do, whether it's in your finances, whether it's sexual, whether it's just doing some shit that you don't need to be doing. She's always going to ask that question because she wants to find the mark. She's looking for that mark, guys. And once she finds that mark, her objective is to get you past that mark. Her objective is to get you past that mark. And once you get past that mark, once she gets you past that mark, then in her mind, that's where your feelings are. And in her mind, she got you. She know that's where your feelings are. She know how you feel about her because you've crossed the line that you've drawn in the sand, guys. And now she got you. That's it. That's it. Then the manipulation starts. Where do you go? Once you cross that line, where do you go, guys? Where do you go? That's when she can tap into your angry emotion. That's when she can tap into your happy emotion. She can tap into your anger. She knows how to make you mad. She knows how to make you sad. She knows how to make you feel inadequate. She knows how to make you happy. So now she got you on a yo-yo. Whenever she wake up, she can decide what emotion she want to drag out of you. Depends on how she feeling. That's all it is. That's what it's about. So be careful how you validate women. Anyway, guys, I know a lot of y'all are out there that's in marriages and in relationships. You have a lot of turmoil going on in those relationships and marriages. But look here, that's why I created this platform. This is the manhole. I want y'all to keep putting one foot in front of the other. You're going to make it out, my brother. You're gonna make it out. Don't never let a woman take you down to your lowest point where you can't pull yourself up, where you don't feel like life is worth living. Trust me, guys, you're gonna get out of it, man. You're gonna get out of it. Just make it another day. Anyway, man, I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, family, man, y'all keep y'all head up. I'm out.